This episode is brought to you by Dashlane. Never forget another password and keep all your credentials secure by signing up for a free account today. If you are new to Fortnite Battle Royale and haven't read all the tips out there on the web regarding how to play, or play well, you are going to drop into that world full of hackable forests and spooky abandoned buildings and get the crap beaten out of you before you've had a chance to find a weapon you can use well, or use at all. Those first few games can be frustrating, as some dude jumps around you like a well-armed kangaroo on steroids, and at the same time builds structures from his posterior faster than you can contemplate swinging your axe. You can always hide, but that's just cowardly, and no doubt you're just playing against average players. Today we are going to look at someone regarded as the best of the best. In this episode of the Infographics show, Ninja versus the average player on Fortnite. Okay, so you might be watching this show because you are a fan of Ninja and the game Fortnite, a game we have featured in several other shows. Just in case some of you don't know what we are talking about, Fortnite Battle Royale is a multiplayer game you play online. In survival mode, each player is dropped off into a location where he or she must survive by beating 99 other players. You can hack just about anything down, from walls to cars to trees to rocks to gas station pumps, and then you can use those building materials to create your own structures which might help you survive. There are also lots of different weapons you can pick up. You can hide, but a storm keeps pushing you towards a smaller area where the other surviving players will eventually come your way. And this guy Ninja, he's apparently the best player. As we write this, Forbes is calling him the athlete with the most social media interaction in the world. Yep, he's bigger on social media than LeBron James, Cristiano Ronaldo, or Floyd Mayweather. According to reports, just in the month of April, this 26-year-old named Tyler Blevins generated more than 150 million interactions on social media. He streams his gameplay on Twitch to well over 100,000 a time, has over 11 million YouTube subscribers, and it's thought around 174 million people have watched him kicking ass. He's even got sponsors such as Red Bull, and in total, he told the press that from being good at this game and social media savvy at the same time, he's making around $500,000 a month. It's likely a lot more now than when he did that interview. Yes, you heard that right. $500,000 a month for being good at a game that is relatively new. Well, he did have a following from playing other games, and it did take him some time to get to where he is today. Let's explain. If you are watching this, don't think he got rich quick and it was just good luck. Ninja says don't go thinking just anyone can be a successful gamer. Don't quit your day job, he says, which he didn't do for some time when he was a gamer that worked at a noodle joint in the US. But the good news is, only a year ago he was making next to nothing with a measly 20,000+ Twitch subs. Okay, so now you know Ninja and his meteoric rise to riches and fame. But why is he so good at Fortnite? Why is it that when we at the Infographics show play, we get nowhere unless we spend as long as we can hiding behind large plants and inside closed closets? Okay, you can't do that, but you should be able to. But let's say you're an average player and not as pathetic as we are at the game. Ninja himself has gone public and told people how they might beat him. The first piece of advice is play, play, play. This mirrors the often chanted mantra relating to the 10,000 hours theory made famous by the writer Malcolm Gladwell. You want to be a good writer, programmer, or game player? You must put in the hours. You'll improve, no doubt about it. We found a Reddit post asking how many hours players play and how many wins they had. Indeed, the more hours played seems to lead to success if the respondents were telling the truth. Not always though. One poster said he had played 720 games and only had one win. That might not be so bad, but we'll come to that later. Maybe you should play 20 to 50 hours, and if you make some progress, keep going. Not everyone can write a novel that will get published either. Average people don't usually remain tenacious and keep fighting. That's why they make average players usually. Remember, Ninja may have struck gold this year and last year, but he was relatively unknown all those many years he was playing games such as Halo. Okay, so obviously practice is the main factor, and practicing more than the average Joe. But what other advice does Ninja give so one day you might send his avatar back into the virtual ether? He said in one interview, don't feel crestfallen if you don't manage to secure a lot of wins. Just keep going. He said there is an element of luck to the game as well, and who knows how unlucky you'll get. If you are new or newish to the game, he says you should spend many hours learning how to shoot. So don't hide, go find trouble and learn how to fight. He told Forbes everyone wants to win, but if they just put a solid week of practice into landing in a very tough area multiple times, even if they're not winning, it's fine. He is right, too. If you read those Reddit posts, everyone seems to be concerned about winning. Here again we'll invoke that German philosopher Friedrich Nietzsche and his famous maxim, what doesn't kill you makes you stronger. Ninja would agree, or in this case, it does kill you, but you get another life, and another, and another. Know your map, he says, and learn where you'll find guns. As the game goes on, you have to know when to pick a fight. If someone has the high ground, leave them alone until you are better equipped to fight them. Obviously, he says, don't fight someone up close when all you have are sniper rifles. Know what your limits are. Common sense. As for building, you'll need to know how to do that. Again, he tells people stop thinking about winning and just build until you are good at it. Now you can hide out and build. He also advises watching instructional building videos on YouTube, which can save you a lot of time. So just like spending many hours fighting, you spend many hours building until you are a master. Again, winning is not what you are thinking about, but becoming a good builder. He also said he doesn't have any favorite weapons, but one thing he says you should always have are shields. Protect yourself. Once you've mastered all the skills and have been beaten to a pulp countless times, you then have to do the thinking part. According to Ninja, you must analyze the games you have played. Don't just blame the game. Go back and watch it if you've recorded it and figure out what you did wrong, he said in an interview. Now, how many average players would do that? But what do other players have to say about Ninja's greatness? Why does the average player think Ninja is good? This question was asked on a forum. Just practice. They've played thousands of hours, said one person, and the others agreed, but added having a mouse with extra buttons is a plus. If you check out Fortnite stats, you can find people above Ninja, such as Alex Rami Gaming, who's had run-ins with Ninja before. Still, the former is known for win streaks, while Ninja, currently rated as the top player, is an all-rounder with a devastating kill ratio. As for the best that picking players off from a distance, that goes to someone called Dakotas. Best builder? Some people think that goes to the person known as the Myth. But like Ninja advises, you really have to be an all-arounder. NFL quarterbacks and EPL strikers don't only have great reactions. Rugby players are more than just physically strong, and Roger Federer had more than a good forehand. They all got to where they are from practice. More practice than most people are prepared to do. That's why they are not average. You might never be a pro at Fortnite, but you can still be a pro at keeping your password safe and secure. Dashlane is a password manager that makes it easy for you to control your digital identity. Try Dashlane completely free for 30 days and discover how much easier your password life can be. The security of Dashlane is awesome, but the autofill is what makes it so much fun to use. You'll never have to log into another website again. Dashlane does it automatically for you. Become more secure and support the Infographics show at the same time by using the code Infographics and get 10% off Dashlane Premium from the get-go by going to dashlane.com/infographicshow or clicking the link in the description. So, why do you think Ninja is so good? Do you have another theory? Are you getting to his standard on Fortnite? Let us know in the comments. Also, be sure to check out our other video called Do These Things to Survive If You Get Stranded on an Island. Thanks for watching, and as always, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. See you next time!